I think I hate Sonic Adventure. We'll get the opinion by the end of this series, but so far, I'm not a huge fan. So to make sure we are all on the same page, I am starting from a completely new save. We are just going to go from the beginning to probably Mystic Ruins. So, this game came out in 1999, a year I wasn't even a concept. I wouldn't have been born for another 5 years. Keep that in mind. We're going to start by praising the game with what it did good. And what it did really, really good was cutscenes just like this. I know they look outdated now, but trust me, back then, this was revolutionary. I still to this day don't see an issue with it. People often give the deluxe edition slack for Sonic being a silvery blue and Chaos just not looking as good, along with a lot of other textures. But to me personally, I really like the shine. But I guess it's down to a matter of preference. Unfortunately, we do run into our very first issue in this boss fight. I'm gonna tell everyone right now, I'm not doing research for this video. Everything here is opinion based. So if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. But personally, this camera fucking sucks, bro. Holy shit. This camera is fucking awful and I hate it. I hate it. Like the boss fight was not hard whatsoever. I completed it in 30 seconds, but that camera made me want to burn an orphanage. I know the English translations were weird, but I don't like Sonic sounding like an anime. That's a personal choice, and I know a lot of Sonic fans are anime fans, and I've seen a few, but like I'm not really into it. So the Sonic Adventure dialogue often loses me, if not just makes me laugh because I think it's stupid. And like a lot of the times the dialogue that I'm laughing at is dialogue where they really shouldn't be making me laugh. Like every time they kill Maria in Adventure 2, I laugh. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I know that's like most people, but like it's the way her model falls. It's the way Shadow goes, Maria! Like, it all just comes together. Now, let's not mince anything here. Emerald Coast is a banger, alright? But my problems here don't lie with the stage design. I think this stage is a perfect beginner stage, and even though I suck, like, a baby could figure this out. You know, like, this is one of those stages that has pathways that other people can take, like more professional people, but I personally like it for its just general ease. The problem comes in with the controls, and this is a problem we'll have on every single level. You can see me bouncing around, and right there I fell. The reason I fell was because my controller, when I go to make a slight left, goes and makes a sharp right. And I don't know if that's just an issue with the deluxe edition. I don't know if that's just an issue with me playing it on an Xbox. I don't know if that's an issue just with me in general. But I really, really don't like that. Like, the controls feel very, very finicky at times. And people often praise the adventure games for their controls or, like, its open world setting, but personally, I think the boost formula completely outshines this. But hey, we're just talking personal opinions and what we like and don't like. And it's very okay if you disagree with me or think I'm wrong. One thing I do like is, yeah, you could do shit like this. I fucked it up here and I ended up falling back down, but Sonic Adventure does have its moments where I abuse the physics, and other people can too. It's all about just finding the right spot and launching yourself. But this causes issues that I'll show you. After Emerald Coast and saving Tails, you go back to Station Square. They have a little conversation, the dialogue's a little cheesy, and Tails has his Adventure 2 model. But I really like this scene. Just like every other cutscene in this game, I think it's really well done at doing what it needs to do, which is get the story across to the player. And to me, that's the most important thing of a game. The story. Not the gameplay, the story. Although, it's ironic that I say that in a video where I'm basically entirely critiquing the gameplay of a game where the story is outstanding. Your first mission as Tails is an Eggman boss fight. And honestly, this is pretty badass for Tails being his first 3D outing along with Sonic, discluding all the non-mainline series games. And this boss fight isn't hard either. Every time Eggman lands, you just gotta go up to him and hit him. You see, I fuck up here a little bit. I don't know if I'll show that. I don't know if I'll show the whole boss fight. But what I do know is that this boss fight is well done. It's not a hard boss fight for beginners, but it has its moments where if you fuck up, you're gonna lose, no matter how skilled you are. As some people think it's impossible, but nothing's impossible, especially not in a Sonic game. One thing some fans fail to understand is the portrayal of Eggman in later games or comics where he doesn't kill Sonic. Like, that's perfect. Like, that makes sense. Like, Eggman could have easily just snatched up Sonic or Tails right there and, like, put him in a little blender. But nah, he wants the Chaos Emerald. He wants to go give it to Chaos. He wants to do the whole thing. Like, he wants the glory out of this. He wants to humiliate Sonic and Tails. Mainly Sonic, but if Tails ever won, and he has, there's been instances, but if Tails ever one-ups Eggman,
now we have,
well,
Corn
he gets angry. Eggman gets really angry. I also just think it's silly as hell that he mentioned Robotnik Land all the way back in, like, Sonic Adventure, and he tried to do it twice, blowing up the planet with Dark Gaia and kidnapping 7 planets with the Wisps. So, to continue with Tails, his first actual mission is a race with Sonic in Windy Valley, which I enjoy a lot, except for the controls. A lot of the time, just like I said before, the controls end up bouncing me into a wall or sending me a place where I didn't need to go. And I know when it's me versus the controller, because I can admit that I am bad at Sonic games. If you watch my live streams, you can go see that for yourself. But there are also moments where, like, I just uploaded a video, we'll say a week ago. Depends on how long it takes me to get this one out. And in that video, I fought Sonic as Shadow in Final Rush. And lo and behold, I go to dash, I go to homing attack Sonic, and then it bounces me off the fucking side. So I really don't know what the controls problem is in the adventure games, but I think it's something that we need to accept as a community was not that good. This is probably going to get me some hate, and that's okay. I fucking hate Casinopolis,
Sonic.
Casinopolis, however the fuck you say this stage's name. I fucking hate it. With all characters, it doesn't matter. Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, Amy, Big, Omega, or Gamma, or whichever fucking robot it is. I fucking hate this stage. I don't care what anyone says. This is the epitome of shitty level design. Oh my fucking god. That, or at the time, this was good, but this is just so outdated nowadays that this is just not good. Like, I fucking hate all versions of this stage. I cannot put it into words. I'm gonna try to just yap as long as I can and leave the gameplay unedited so that you can see why I fucking hate this stage. But like, ugh!
That's 3 chaos.
Fuck! Doesn't even matter that it was only a minute. Like, that shit was the most infuriating minute of my life.
That's a lie. I had to
My
take one breath there
life.
at the very beginning.
Finally back to having fun in the game. It took a stage, but there's gonna be more times where I'm just straight up not having fun in this video. But this, I found a lot of enjoyment out of this, and I don't care that I'm bad at it. I felt like I was watching the movie, and some people are gonna hear that and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, this kid is so young. What the fuck? That's gross." But like, sorry, whatever. I like it. You can suck my dick. Fuck you. The Sonic movie was good. Sonic movie 2 was even better. Sonic movie 3 about to be the best. Yeah. Sonic and Tails share a boss fight. They share a few, but this is the first one, and honestly, I found it easier as Sonic. Playing Windy Valley as Sonic is honestly really fun for a little bit, until it goes on for way too long, and then you're sitting there like, Jesus fuck, I just wish this stage would end. Cause yeah, it's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. This is some cool level design, but holy fuck, did I feel like I was in it forever. It's not even actually that long. It just like feels really long. It's also really gimmicky and a little hard on the eyes when you're running on nothing. My brain can't comprehend that. I'm a little stupid. Fuck this stage. Fuck the guy who designed this stage. Fuck the guy who designed this stage's mother. Fuck the guy who designed this stage's father. Fuck the guy who designed this stage's grandmother. Fuck the guy who designed this stage's grandfather. Fuck their niece, their grandson, their granddaughter, their fucking barber, their fucking grocer, their fucking favorite McDonald's worker, their fucking favorite Olive Garden server, fucking favorite bartender. All of them can go fuck themselves for the guy who made Casinopolis, whatever the fuck this thing is called. I hate pinball. Who decided to put Sonic Pinball in Sonic Adventure? Who the fuck decided that was a good idea? That is the dumbest idea ever. And then adding it with whatever the fuck that one game is, Knights, and then fucking slots. Dude, you trying to create gambling addicts, bro? Fucking what? On a serious note, I just genuinely can't understand why they decided to add this into the game. It pisses me off. I'm leaving my audio from the stream out simply because it's just me saying how awful this is over and over and over and over and over again. It's not entertaining. It's honestly not even funny. I just got really pissed because, like, why is it making me play pinball in a Sonic game? I don't know. There could have been so many better mini games to put, and they chose pinball. Huh. Did I mention to finish Casinopolis, you have to collect over 400 rings, maybe 450, and I don't know how specific. I just know that I went out and did it, and I hated every second of it. It was the worst time I've ever had in a Sonic game. End of sentence. Ice Cap is a lot less fun, but I see some level design that they ended up taking inspiration for the Werehog, and it being that icicle jump, which is stupid, but also cool. And I'm glad that that's something that they brought over from an older game into a newer game that I really like. I think it could have been better in Unleashed, but hey. It works really well in this game. The snowboarding as Sonic honestly feels just a slight bit worse than Tails, and I think it has something to do with Tails being faster in this game. Now, I am going to end this part here, but this is only part one of a multi-part series, going fully in depth and critiquing Sonic Adventure, learning along the way, and maybe even changing my opinions about it. But as of right now, the first few missions of Sonic Adventure as both Sonic and Tails are a bit of a letdown, and I do wish that my opinion changes, but given how the next few missions went, my opinion probably won't change for a bit, but you'll have to tune in next episode to see why. And with that being said, if you're still watching, I appreciate you. Leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2. I'll see you later.